Hey guys, it's Finn and I play Dragonball Xenoverse, and this is my male Saiyan character, Django. He is a melee character because number 1, Saiyans have the highest attack power out of all 5 races available on Dragonball Xenoverse, and 2, Saiyan males have stronger regular attacks than Saiyan females do, but in addition their special skills are slightly weaker than Saiyan female special skills. That's why if you wanna make a melee character in Dragonball Xenoverse, Saiyan male is the kind of character you might wanna choose. I wanted to make a video about this build since I haven't seen too many Saiyan melee builds on YouTube, so let's go. As of level 84, his max health is 80. This is because Saiyans have the lowest health out of all the 5 races. You might want to put plenty of points on your character's health to make sure he doesn't get one-shotted by those key ultimates you see a lot in player versus player matches. Max key is 0, well, he's a melee character, I don't really use key moves with this character, so there's really no reason to pop it up for this build. Better go with stamina instead. Speaking of stamina, his max stamina is 69 at the moment. For a melee character you should puff up the stamina so you can use snap, vanish and evasive moves often, and most likely your opponent will run out of stamina before you do if you have a lot of stamina. As I level up, I think I'm gonna spend my points pretty much 50-50 to my health and stamina so the ratio stays the same and it serves the purpose of my character, as I've noticed that this build is pretty kick-ass for a melee character. Moving on to basic attacks, 100 points maxed out. Obviously Saiyan males have strong regular attacks as it is, so buff the basic attacks up to the max and you've got yourself a pretty lethal brawler. This way no one can have stronger melee attacks than you do. Strike supers and Ki blast supers are both at 0, obviously we don't want to waste any points on Ki blast with this guy. However, I guess you could pitch some points from health, stamina and basic attacks if you want to buff up your strike supers. I decided not to, so my character will excel at basic attacks. But in the end, it's your call. If you want to puff up your strike supers a bit, I guess it would work as well. Let's look at my skill set next. So instant transmission, it's good for dodging those death balls and other powerful key ultimates you see a lot online. It's also good for closing into an opponent far away so you can deliver some of those punches up close and personal. Besides, if you don't use strike or key supers, you might as well fill your skill set with evasive moves. Next move is Eagle Kick. I freaking hate this move. It's kinda hard to connect and not really worth it if you don't have many points on strike supers. I only have this move equipped because I'm currently in the middle of Gohan and middle training. But when I'm done with it, I think I'll change it to Evil Ray Strike. I think that's the move where you'll charge forward really fast and send your opponent flying. Although I don't really benefit from strike supers, this move is really fun to use in the middle of combos and people don't really expect it online. And it does some damage of course, even though I don't have any points to strike supers. Then we have Afterimage Strike. This move you'll learn from Goku. It's another evasive move and I love this move so much. Basically you'll vanish and reappear around your opponent multiple times, and a lot of people don't use this online so they get all confused on what's going on. It's really good for dodging ultimate attacks and getting out of harm's way, and I also like to use it when my stamina is being reset. Because when my stamina is gone, it takes about 7 seconds for it to charge back to full stamina. And during that time, I cannot block any attacks, use snap, vanish or evasive skills or dash. That's why I like to spam Afterimage Strike to make myself a hard target until my stamina is back up again. It doesn't even take any ki or stamina to use, so it's that cool. Then we have Ki Blast Cannon, again another Gohan and Videl related move. I hate it. Once I'm done with the training, I think I'll switch it to Meteor Crash. I know, I don't have any points on strike supers. However, Meteor Crash is really cool in my opinion and easy to use with melee combos, and if you connect with the full 3-stage Meteor Crash, it's going to cause a lot of damage. So, that's it for my super attacks. Let's move on to ultimate attacks. So, first of all, Super Saiyan 2, I'm going to be honest, I don't transform into a Super Saiyan that often in online matches. I just don't find it that beneficial. It looks really cool and it gives me unlimited ki for a while and buffs my strike moves up a bit, but that's about it. I do like to use it sometimes if I'm all out of stamina, because if you use Super Saiyan and run out of ki, your stamina will start to reset. Then I just spam Afterimage Strike until my stamina is up again. The reason why I use Super Saiyan instead of Super Vegeta is because Super Saiyan gives you a better buff at strike skills than Super Vegeta does. Not as much to ki skills, but we don't need them. Then as my lethal ultimate attack, I have Death Meteor. Now I don't use ultimate attacks in online matches that much because most of them are quite easy to dodge and I don't really benefit too much out of them, but when I do use them, Death Meteor is my choice. It basically launches multiple small meteors at your opponent and usually at least one of them connects, but I mostly rely on my melee attacks and evasive skills because that's what my character is good at, so my ultimates are mostly there just because they are. Lastly, my evasive skill is Vanisher Guard. Again, good for blocking ultimates and your opponent's combos. You basically surround yourself with an aura that makes you invulnerable for a while, maybe like 5 seconds at most, but you can get out of it earlier too whenever it suits your purpose. Now let's look at my equipment. So basically Bardock suit all the way except for my Broly shoes. This is because each Bardock suit gives you plus 5 points to all stamina, basic attacks and strike supers. Fits my character quite perfectly. Now each piece of Bardock clothing will also decrease my key blast supers by 5 points, but you know, whatever. Now I haven't been able to acquire Bardock shoes, but that's okay. I mean, Broly shoes give you the same attribute upgrades as Bardock clothing, so I guess it really is about whichever you prefer. Besides, Broly shoes look really cool and go well with Bardock clothing, so I don't know if I even want to equip Bardock shoes if I ever manage to acquire them. As for my Z-Soul, I like to use You Can Beat the First Victim. It's legendary Super Saiyan Broly's Z-Soul. It gives you 5 points to health, 2 points to both basic attacks and strike supers, and on top of all that, it reduces damage received by a large amount. And battle begins with Ki at max. It also decreases Ki blast supers again by 5 points, but who cares. I love this Z-Soul. Like I said, Saiyans have low health. That's why it's important for me to have it reduce the damage I receive, and it puffs up my health up as well. And it gives a couple of points on my basic attacks and strike supers too, so that's neat. With this equipment, my real attributes are health 85, max ki 0, max stamina 89, basic attacks 122, strike supers 22, and ki blast supers minus 25. Now let's hop on to some online matches so you guys can see how deadly this character really is. Now my advice to you guys and myself a little is that if you want to use this build, try not to waste your stamina. I often get overwhelmed by the amount of stamina I have so much that I abuse it too much, and although you have a lot of stamina, it can run out, and it will run out if you spam Snap Vanish and Evasive Skills. So try to reserve it. Stamina is one of the key factors of this build. Another advice is to stay out of the way of ultimate attacks. Once again, Saiyans have low health, even with all the health points and the Z-Souls I use. It's not like one ultimate will kill you, but it will hurt. That's why if you learn to reserve your stamina and dodge those ultimate attacks, you'll be unstoppable with this build. So I'm about done with this guy. I barely lost any health. This guy was a breeze actually, so let's hop onto some team action next to see how well I do against multiple opponents. So what's going on here? Oh, these guys look badass. I think we're gonna get our ass kicked, right? Nah, maybe not. Let's see. So as you could have witnessed from my previous match, my melee skills were doing a lot of damage, so that's the same strategy I'm gonna go with here. This game is actually lagging a little bit, but I think I'm gonna be able to land a couple of hits. Come on here, come on. Don't run away. I wanna play. Here we go. As you can see, my combos are doing a lot of damage, even though it's kinda laggy, but you can see the guy's health going down. I haven't used any strike skills or ki blast skills, so that's how good this build is. Come on now, take it. Where are you aiming? I'm over here. Come on now. Oh, I got hit by the Gallic gun, but I barely lost any health, so it doesn't matter. I didn't get a perfect run against these guys, but I mean, that Gallic gun didn't even tickle me because I have a lot of health, and I have the Z-Soul that reduces the damage I receive. I'm gonna be pretty deadly with this build. Oh yeah, you go turn Super Saiyan like it does anything. That was the Ki blast gun I just used, one of the Gohan and Videl moves, but I really hate it, so I just use it for shits and giggles. But yeah. Oh, you want a rematch? Okay, fine. Let's see how well you do this time. Maybe you can beat me. Maybe I'll use my full power. Whatever. Here we go. I like free wins. I like to win. I'm a winner. Come on now. Let's play. This is the Afterimage Strike I'm using right now. I mean, that wasn't really an ideal situation to use, but you know, I still wanted to showcase it here in this video because I don't really think I'm gonna need it against these guys. And I also used the instant transmission after that. I mean, it's another evasive move. I like to use them both against, well, you know, more talented opponents than these guys, but you know. So this is pretty much done. Barely lost any health once again, and that guy just got murdered by my melee attacks. And that guy is almost done. I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan just for shits and giggles, but again, I don't need it, and it's not really ideal for me to do that. And this is the Death Meteor move I use. But now none of the rocks connect because the mountain is freaking on the way. But usually at least one of them connect, but damn it, they're behind the mountains again. Let's try one more time, we still have time. I don't have much ki, but there's still time for one more. And all the rocks connect, but as you can see it doesn't do much damage because I don't have any poison Ki Blast supers, or strike supers actually. But there's that. Now let's fight against a Frieza clan member named Alex. Okay, so this is my toughest opponent so far. I think this guy is about my level, so let's see how well I do against him. Come on now. Oh no. Man, I'm up to a bad start here. Don't waste stamina, you fool! You need it later against this guy. Well, let's try to get some hits. Oh! This lobby is lagging a bit too. Oh no. It's totally owning me right now. Yeah, the connection is definitely on his side, but you know, he's got skills too, so I'm not gonna blame the connections all the time. Oh no! I got caught by the freaking Symphonic Destruction everyone likes to use. That was the Vanisher God I used, but I freaking turned it off way too early because I can never predict the duration the Symphonic Destruction uses, so that was only my fault. I mean, if you can use it right, Vanisher God is a perfect evasive skill move. I'm just gonna regain my stamina real quick here because I'm gonna need it later. Oh, god damn it! Got me with the Blaster Shell. Okay, I have less than half my stamina, so I'm gonna have to regroup here. Come on, pull your shit together, Django. Okay. As you can see, I'm almost got it up with him. I mean, he's almost halfway down his health too, so it doesn't really matter. My melee skills are so lethal. If I land a couple of blows, you're gonna be dead, dude. Let's see, another grapple move. Use grapple moves, guys. No one ever expects grapple moves, and no one knows how to block grapple moves because you can't block them. I mean, you can dodge them, but you cannot block them, and no one ever expects you to use a grapple move. And they're pretty lethal too. I think that's one of the basic attacks. If you pump it up, then your grapple moves are gonna be more lethal too. So now I'm actually in charge of this game. I have more health than he does, I think. Let's close in with instant transmission and land at... no. Nice use of the Symphonic Destruction. I'm over here, you retard. Come on now. Fly! And let's charge in with a kick. And eagle kick, and it's like doesn't connect. Again, Gohan and middle move, I freaking hate it. I'm gonna change it as soon as I'm done with that training. But I'm done with this guy as well. So there you have it. Even though I was up to a bad start, I lost half my health when he barely lost any. I was still able to turn the tables and pick up the victory because of this amazing build. So if you wanna be like me and use this build, you're gonna dominate the player matches. So I hope this video helped you, and I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.